It's actually Monday, but if you're watching this as it comes on YouTube, it is Friday. Kids are at school today, obviously, and I'm actually feeling like a bit of a slow day today. I did clean my house over the weekend. There's a couple of things that I need to do just because mum life, but yeah, I just feel like I might take it easy today. I'm not really sure, but I just washed my hair. I'm gonna give it a little blow dry and then do just like, I'm still deciding whether I actually put a face on today. I feel like if I have a face on, I'm more inclined to do things. If I don't, then I'll probably be lazy. So I should decide that. Over the weekend, I did the biggest order of hair products. There's this thing going around, I think it's called like the Abby something method. I don't know. And it's basically like this big hair method that you can follow to like get better hair. And Abby Young, that's her name, Abby Young method. Anyway, I watched a few. I'm someone who has really fine hair and not much of it. Like if I pull my hair back like on my scalp, like you can see my scalp, and it's always been like that. I've always had like really fine hair and not a lot of it. So I need to like work with products that are good for hair like mine. And so I did do a big order after watching like a few other videos with girls who had similar hair like mine, just because I really want to fix like the quality of my hair, I guess. I get like comments on Instagram all the time about how much my hair has grown, and it really has. Like lengthwise, my hair was here this time last year, so it's kind of doubled, but I don't feel like, I don't know how to say it, like I just don't feel like the quality of my hair is the nicest. Now that we've got length, I just want to give it a bit of love, and I really am so excited. I'm just using right now, it's the Color Wow Extra Strength Dream Coat. It's meant to be like an ultra moisturizing anti-frizz treatment. I won't lie to you guys, I won't repurchase this one. It's either me not using it right, or it's the product. This doesn't seem to be like super anti-frizz the way that it says. I feel like I follow the instructions. Okay dokie, that's my hair done. It's still so frizzy. Does it look good? I don't think I'm gonna do makeup today. I'm not doing anything, and if I lay down in my bed, I don't want to get makeup on my pillow. I'm gonna use this. This is the Bobbi Brown Color Corrector Stick in the shade Bisque. This is my be-all and end-all makeup product. I always buy this, I always restock this, and it's like a peachy tone color, as you can see, and I just put it on like literally like the dark spots, so I get quite dark under my eyes. And when I'm doing like makeup, I'll put it like here on my melasma, like where I have the pigmentation, and it just helps like cover that up a bit. But when I just want something to like kind of make my face look a little bit brighter and I don't want to wear a lot of makeup, I'll just wear this by itself and kind of just blend it into those dark spots on my eyelids and just here like in the creases of my eye. I've always had them. They're like one of the things I hate about my face. I shouldn't say that, but it's true. And anytime I like go to my skin appointment, I'm like, can you fix this? And I've done so many like under eye injections and things like that just to like add vitamins there and brightness, and it just like doesn't. It just doesn't. It's just like how my skin is. But just adding like that color corrector stick like under my eye makes such a difference. And then I am just gonna add a little bit of blush. I'm gonna use my Array Perez one, their little carrot pot. I have no idea what shade this is, but it's the most beautiful like darky peachy color. I just love how it looks on my face. I feel like it just gives me like a really natural like blush finish. That is it. I'm just gonna go in with a little lip liner because I'll never skip this step. I got this on the weekend. It's the Victoria Beckham one in the shade 3, and I fucking love it so much. It's such a good like color match to my natural lip. So cute. It's mine and Phil's anniversary over the weekend, and let me tell you about it. We went out for dinner on Saturday night, and I woke up with my period on Saturday morning, so that should have been my first sign. Should have been my first sign to be like, you know what, tonight's not the night. But I persisted because we were going to this place called Honto, which is kind of like a Japanese seafoody kind of vibe, I believe. And we went there a few weeks ago with a friend, and like from memory, we enjoyed it. Like, it was fine. So I was like, let's book it again. I really like the kingfish. Let's go back. Could only get a time for 7:45, which is fine. I was like, we'll go get drinks earlier, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, come Saturday night and I'm getting ready. If you watch my reel on Instagram, the outfit I had envisioned in my mind was not converting into real life. And I just absolutely spiraled. And it was so strange because I didn't even think about it all day. I couldn't care less what I was wearing to dinner that night. I just didn't care. I was like, I'll just wear this, all black, comfy, whatever. And then when I went to get dressed, I was like, I don't actually have any black tops. Like, I actually don't have any black tops that are just like casual and cute. Like, I don't want to put pressure on my stomach, and yeah. And then it just was like outfit after outfit after outfit, and nothing was like working. And then it was just like progressively I was getting like more frustrated, and then I was getting mad at myself that I made myself care even more than I needed to. Finally got an outfit. Finally, I pretty much gave up in the end. That made us 25 minutes late for dinner. It was 7:25. Our reservation was at 7:45, and it's a 45-minute drive. So when I like took my phone, because I was filming on my phone, I wasn't aware of the time. I looked at my phone and I was like, Phil! Immediately blamed Phil. Called the restaurant on the way and it was fine. They were like, it's all good, like we're fine. So get there at 8:15, and we decided to just do like the same tasting menu that we did last time. Like just the set menu, because I don't like reading a menu when it's like a new place or there's like lots of different like foods that I haven't tried. I'm like, I'd rather just like try a little bit of everything and go from there. So we decided to do that. Like as it like started coming out, I don't know if it's because it was just Phil and I. We didn't have like other people to bounce off. We were like paying more attention to like what we were actually eating. Phil was like, I actually don't think I like seafood. Like he likes going to like get sushi, which is like chicken in like a seaweed wrap. Does he like raw fish on a plate? He does not. He does not. And we realized this on the first course, and I was like pretty sure this is exactly what we got last time when we all ate it. But I think we were just like in conversation with our friend that we didn't notice. So already I was like, great, like, because he was like, oh, why did we come back here? I'm sure we said like last time we weren't gonna come back. And I was like, I don't remember that. I genuinely don't remember. So that was annoying because we were like, fuck, like we've still got 5 courses of this and we're not like obsessed. I did really like the kingfish, which is what I wanted to go back for. Was it as good as I remember it the first time? It wasn't. No, it wasn't. So I felt bad. Where we went, it's basically like, imagine like 4 big tables. You've got this really long table in the middle that's like a meter apart, and then there's like 6 tables. I've just added more tables on either side of that. Like a big H essentially, and the tables are like a meter wide. Where you sit with your partner is like you sit across from each other at one of these tables, and then there's like another couple next to you and another couple next to you and more people next to you, like, and all the tables are connected. It looks cool, but what we learned when it's just the 2 of us and not a group of us sitting at like the end of one of these tables is it's really not practical when it's like conversation like over dinner. And Phil and I, like, because we were so far apart, I talk like a little mouse sometimes. It's very frustrating for Phil. He couldn't hear me. So already I'm like having to lean over as far as I can and like practically shout at him. There was a table behind us of like 12 to 14. It was giving work, office party, I'm not really sure. They were so loud. They were so loud. But then they would like go quiet because one person was talking, and then they would all clap. Like they were clapping, and I was like, what is going on? Why are we like clapping? This is like a dim lit, like nice restaurant. And it was so loud, like when they were talking and clapping, that like Phil and I literally couldn't hear each other. And we just stopped talking. At one point in the night, we were just like looking at each other, just like, this is lovely. Not having a conversation because I was getting so frustrated at him saying what? Like, what did you say? And having to repeat myself that I just didn't want to talk anymore. And I gave up. I was like, I'm just going to sit here and be quiet for the rest of the night. And then the food took so long to come out. We were there for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours for 6 courses. We were so tired because we're used to going to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock now because I've been getting up at 5:45, guys. I've kept the rhythm. I'm going strong. And at 10 o'clock, I was like, okay, it's just dessert. Like, we've just got 1 more to go. And he was like, should we just go? And I was like, no, because we paid for it. Like, let's just have dessert, then we'll go home. 10:20, the dessert came out. 10:20, took 20 minutes. We both scooped up our ice cream and took 1 mouthful and spat it back in our bowl. Because tell me why this ice cream tasted like seaweed. Why? In what world? In what world are people enjoying a seaweed ice cream? I have no idea. Yeah, we left and we were both like, next year we should just order McDonald's at home, because what was that? I think we were just both, one, tired, two, frustrated that we actually couldn't have a conversation because it was so loud in there when it really shouldn't have been. I was on my period, so I was kind of cunty, if I'm being honest. I was frustrated I couldn't find an outfit when I didn't really care about what I wore. Like, that was the most frustrating part for me. I was like, I don't care, so why do I care? It was just annoying. And yeah, that was our anniversary night. So kind of a fail, to no fault of our own, of course, kind of a fail. That's the story. That's the story behind the Instagram reels and the getting ready. The getting ready was actually the funner part of my evening. Oh my God. One of my friends, I shouldn't say, but I just won't say who. One of my friends is like desperately waiting for her period to come, and she fully thought she was pregnant. She is not. This is the thing, guys. You're gonna go through a stage in life where you like don't want to be pregnant. You're like, no, and every month is a scare. Then you're going to go through a stage in life where all you can think about is getting pregnant, and it's like, yes, let's do it, and you're so excited. And then that stage comes back where you've had kids and you don't want it anymore, and it's the scare comes back, and you're like, I'm too old to be facing a pregnancy scare. It's actually insane. I still do it every month, even though Phil's had the step. Every month I'm like, where is she? Like, come on. I do use the Flow app though, which is really helpful. It's just so funny, just like all these different like cycles of life. Like, I'm definitely in like a post-baby cycle of life. You're like in the trenches of like motherhood right now, where like your baby's just like attached to you all the time, and all you do every day is like change shitty nappies and freaking wash bottles and, you know, go to mum groups. Just know that one day that will come to an end and you'll get your freedom back. Things will be different. I still have fun with my kids, and we go out and do things now, but I don't have to worry about nappy bags. I don't have to worry about the pram. I don't have to worry about their sleep schedule. And it's so freeing. Don't get me wrong. It is still one of the hardest things that I have to do day to day, because I've had to replace all of the hard things of having a baby with all of the hard things of having grown kids who cannot sit next to each other in a car. What's up with that? My kids get into the car and they basically like break out into a war. We cannot drive from A to B without there being a fight. And at the moment, I'm trying to figure out how to make them love each other. I don't know if this is a phase, and if you have older children, please let me know that this is normal and I just kind of have to get through it. It is pretty much the only thing I'm struggling with in parenting right now, is the fighting between siblings. And I fought with my siblings. I fought hard with my siblings. So on one hand, I'm like, I think it's normal, but it's also just like I compare to other siblings, my friends' children's, or people I watch online, and I'm like, they love each other so much. Like, could I ask my children to put their arm around each other in a photo? No, absolutely not. They would be repulsed if I asked them to put their arm around each other in a photo. I have to beg them to stand close to each other to fit in a photo. So that's probably like the con with your kids getting older, is that they just progressively get worse in terms of how they treat each other. So I'm hoping that's just the stage that I'm in, and it will get better. Anyway, that was my TED talk on parenting, because I'm an expert now, and holy shit, there's so much hair on my lap. Hair is falling out like there's no tomorrow. Another reason for the hair care plan that I'm working on. I am making some breakfast, and I really feel like honey and banana pancakes, but I don't feel like making them. So I'm gonna have honey on toast and then banana and strawberries in like a little bowl. Something about me is I really suck at making pancakes, whether it's from a carton or I try and make them fresh. When I have to actually cook them in the pan, something just doesn't go well, and I just cannot do it. They're always burnt or super doughy, or they don't flip well. And I know the science behind a pancake. I know that you have to wait for the little bubbles before you can flip them, but for some reason it just doesn't work out for me, and I've given up. I've given up on my hopes and dreams of making pancakes. I'm trying to get into the habit of having breakfast though, rather than reaching like straight for a second coffee. I don't know if it's a piece of fruit, but some kind of breakfast, and then eating lunch between 12 and 2. I'm trying to like lean closer to 12, because when I do eat closer towards 3, I am not hungry for dinner until a bit later. And that's just a bit hard with the kids when they come home from school and they're like starving, because then I'm like, shit, if I don't cook dinner soon, they're just gonna snack heaps and then they're not gonna eat dinner at all, and it's a bad cycle. So I am trying to eat lunch a little bit earlier so that I'm eating dinner at the same time as the kids, and just like sticking to those like 3 solid meals a day, so that if I do have like snacks at night time or whatnot, it's fine, because I've just only eaten what I've needed to eat during the day, if that makes sense. I basically put on, like, towards the end of 2023, start of 2024, a lot of weight, and that was like unusual for me. That's like, this is my natural normal frame, like how I've always looked. Like before pregnancy I was probably like 8 kilos lighter, but even like after pregnancy, like once I had like my boobs cut off and my stomach cut off, that like wasn't supposed to be there. Frame wise, this is normal for me. This is like what I look like. But I was like 10 kilos heavier, and it was just because I was overeating. Like I got into a really bad habit of eating a block of chocolate every night, guys, during maths. Yeah, that was a habit that I couldn't shake even once maths finished, and yeah, I packed it on so quick. I'm not like on a diet or anything now. I'm just mindful. I'm just mindful of like what and how I eat. So like, great breakfast for me. I'll do my light and easy for lunch, like that's a solid meal, and then I'll just like eat dinner, like just a normal dinner, like a meat and veg, and then that's it. Like plus like whatever snacks I have in between, I normally lean for like a cracker or something. I still buy chocolate, but I'm not eating 1 block a night anymore. These are the vibes, and I've talked so much that my toast is cold now. Still good though.
Fire, Granny. No, I'm not behaving myself, that's what the problem is.
Been a bit of a lazy piece of shit today, being honest. I haven't done a lot, and to give myself a bit of grace, I did do a lot over the weekend for the house in terms of cleaning and like doing our reset and getting stuff ready for the week. I'm making the kids an afternoon snack. Phil's just gone to get them. We're doing mini frankfurts and just heating them up, and then I'll do like a little fruit platter for them. I find just having something for them to eat when they get home makes the afternoon a bit better, because they're not in and out of my cupboard, they're not stealing all of the food like for school snacks, and come dinner time they actually eat what I make them. Olivia, Olive, he's an Olive girl.
Does lock mean it's off, or it's still cooking? It's just locked.
Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, 9:09 to be exact, and I'm getting ready for nothing. I'm getting ready for nothing. I actually am going to pick up my glasses today, my prescription glasses, which thank goodness, because I've really been struggling. I'm not 100% sure what else I'm doing today. The weather is a little bit shit this week, and if you know me, you know that I mimic the weather. If it's sad and grey, I am also sad and grey. I'm also still on my period, so presso depresso over here, but I'm just also trying to lean into it a little bit and give myself a bit of grace. I don't have to be up and at it all of the time, but I feel like maybe I've been brushing off my feelings this week and blaming it on my period, and what I'm actually feeling is maybe a little bit lost, because we've just come off school holidays, and don't get me wrong, I was so excited for them to go back to school so that I could get a little bit of my independence back during the day and kind of like, you know, just have a break. I think we all needed it. But now that they're actually gone and it's just me and Phil's back at work, I'm spending a lot of time by myself, a lot of time with myself, and it's kind of draining. I really hope it is just like my period and that my hormones are just like playing with my mind, but I just feel like I'm having like an identity crisis. It's stupid. I'm just in survival mode actually, and I feel like I'm also living in quite a stressful state, which I didn't but I've been listening to like a few things and watching a few videos, and being stressed doesn't actually have to be like crazy and frantic and like emotional. It can just be like this deep feeling like within inside where like just like me right now, like I'm not really sure like what I'm doing, even though I think I know what I want to do, but like not knowing how to get there maybe is like can be stressful, even though I'm again like not actively like walking around fast paced, or I'm not having like hot flushes, or I don't know what stress is supposed to look like, but it can look like nothing. Can I be honest with you guys? None of that made sense. None of that made sense. And let me tell you why. I was having a conversation with a girlfriend the other week, and we were talking about ADHD, because she is diagnosed ADHD. And I was like, yeah, like I feel like I relate, like because of this and this and this, and going through symptoms. And I was talking about something I struggle with is retaining information. And what I mean is I can watch a video or listen to a podcast or read a book. That's not like a movie. I mean like factual, or someone talking like almost as I am to you now. I can watch it, I can hear it, I will understand it as that person's talking, and I know exactly what they're saying, and I'm like, yes, like I've got it, cool. If then 30 seconds later someone said to me, can you tell me what you learnt or what that was about, or like the storyline behind what you've just learned, I couldn't do it. I can't take what I've just learned and put it into words and explain it to you. Conversation then went on, and I said to her, this is like why I can't do, or I really struggle with like talking to camera videos. Like even in my vlogs, I struggle to like just hold a conversation with myself for more than 30 seconds without just pausing and having to reconnect the dots of what I was trying to say. And I was like, I could never do public speaking in a sense where I like got up and just spoke, or I could never do a solo podcast by myself. But if it's in like an interview format, and someone was like asking me questions and we were having like this conversation, the stuff that I can remember, or the things that I can come up with, are so much more clever. They make way more sense than I could do on my own. And she told me that was something called scaffolding. Scaffolding? Scaffolding. And I really want to explain to you what that means, but I can't, so I'm gonna Google it. In ADHD, information isn't missing, the retrieval scaffolding is. So you can understand information when you hear it, but you can't reliably pull it back out on your own. That's why you blank when asked, so what did you learn, but thrive when someone asks a specific follow-up question, and why debates, interviews, or back and forth conversations work better than summaries. This is why I'm a lot better in an argument with someone. When I'm arguing, or me and Phil are going back and forth on a topic, I'm really good. But if it was just me up there solo speaking, not so great. This, and maybe you might relate to this, so if you're someone who, like, as I just said, like, maybe like when you're having to explain something to someone, or someone asks you a question and you can't answer it, or even like maybe you're someone who's like having an argument or a tough conversation and you just can't like get your words out. But then on the car ride home, or when you're in the shower, you can have the most perfectly heated debate. You can like come back with comebacks like way stronger, or you can just literally express and explain what you were trying to say that whole time, but by yourself in the shower or in the car ride home. My thoughts don't come fully formed under pressure. They arrive in layers, and clarity comes after, not during. And this has, I feel, truly been holding me back in my life, but especially like here in this space when it comes to creating content, especially at the moment when a lot of like talking to camera and like FaceTime content is like huge at the moment. People want to feel like they're on a FaceTime with you, but if you're someone that struggles like relaying a thought all in one go confidently, that kind of content is really hard to make. I didn't know what scaffolding was, and I didn't know that it was a thing that other people struggled with. I literally call myself stupid and dumb all the time. I'm so mean to myself, and I feel like a fucking idiot, and it's not like me as a person. It's literally just something that I just have, and I'm sure like so many other people have this. I'm sure like maybe some of you watching this is like, oh my god, that's like the fucking story of my life. See that? That's my train of thought gone because I've lost what I was going to say. It's just a struggle. It honestly is just a struggle. And this is not cute. This isn't cute. I hate it. I hate this about myself. I don't remember what I was talking about when I first started this video. So now it's like, I'm going to be trying to edit this and put it together and it's going to be so fucking hard. All I know is I'm going to get my glasses today and that's going to be lovely. And hopefully we've come full circle here. Hopefully we've come full circle here. I keep getting asked to do a makeup routine and I just feel like my makeup looks shit, so I don't want to. I don't want people to think that I think it looks good. Like, I think it looks decent enough that I can leave the house. But do I think it's worth learning? No, I don't. And I'm scared to put it on the internet and people think that I think that, because I don't. Fuck, I've been filming for like 45 minutes. That's so embarrassing. Let's go get my glasses. Let's go. Let's do a haul. Sit there, please. Okay, we got our glasses and I'm very excited for these and I feel like you guys, you're gonna love it. I get my glasses from Oscar Wiley, as you've seen in my last video. These are the first pair. Very cute, very simple. I've gone for a, whatever you call this thing, kind of frame, because when I get frames without these little things here, they, oh my god, my camera's gonna die. My camera's gonna die. They fall off my nose. So these are frame number 1. And oh my god, they're so strong. They're so strong. They're actually making me a little bit dizzy. I have to get used to them, she said. Holy shit. Do they make my eyes zoom in? That's crazy. Second pair. These are the ones I'm actually excited for. They make me feel really hot. I don't know how to explain it, but I really hope my camera doesn't die. That's gonna piss me off. Sephora haul. I'm gonna take these off actually because I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. First thing I got was this Way anti-frizz cream. This is part of my new hair care routine, but I couldn't get it from Adore Beauty, which is where I've ordered all of my other stuff from, which should hopefully come by Friday. So this anti-frizz cream for my hair. This was not on my shop list, but it did catch my eye. It is the Naturium, the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash, oil to gel formula that intensely nourishes. Now what sold me on this, it says it doesn't dry your skin out in the shower. It's like, it's an oil wash, which oil is really great for your skin. I don't know how many times I have to say that to you guys, but it's so good. So I'm gonna give this a try. I got a new, what do you call it, finishing spray, makeup setter. This is the One Size Waterproof Until Dawn spray. And I got this one instead of the spray one, which I have, but have just run out of, because this one's meant to be mattifying and waterproof. And even though I love the glow of the other one, I am an oily skin girl naturally, so sometimes that looks nice at the start, but then by the end of the day it doesn't. It's just too much shine, so I'm hoping that this is like a good balance. This is the Fenty Beauty Grip Trip Hydrating and Plumping Primer. This was not on my shop list, but it caught my eye. It looks really cool and it felt really cool on my hand. One thing I feel like I'm lacking in my makeup steps after skincare is like a primer or just something like super hydrating pre-makeup, because my skin does dry out during the day. Even though I'm using a moisturizer, I'm using an oil at night. I don't know why, but it just still seems to do that. And I normally skip my oil step in the morning because I don't want to be like super greasy throughout the day. So I'm hoping that this may fill in that gap. This is Fenty Beauty as well, not on my shopping list, but caught my eye. It's a makeup setting spray, but for like later. So like I do my makeup, I use my One Size setting spray. Later in the day, I'm like, oh, I just wish I had like a little bit of a top up spray just to like lock it back in again, because she's starting to get a little bit greasy maybe. The Fenty Beauty You Mist, it's a makeup extending setting spray. Does it work? I don't know, but it smelled really good in the shop, and I just really like Fenty Beauty. I like Rihanna. She could sell me ice. Last thing I got, no it's not. Another thing, this is what I went in for, not this particular brand, but this product is a brow gel or a brow wax. I tried on so many in Sephora and they're all shit, but this one I really liked. So what it is it's like a wax pen versus a gel, and you just like wax it, put it in your brows like this, and then use a little brush to like wax it down, and it literally looks like I've just got my brows laminated, and I love it. I love that look. It didn't like move my foundation around, and it didn't leave like a white cast, which I always find with gels, like when they dry waxy, and then you get like these little flakes in your eyebrows, and nobody likes that. So I look at the brush, it's so cute. Can you see that? Laneige lip sleeping mask. I love this so much. It smells like red skin. It's absolutely fucking delicious. Oh, I wish you could, fuck! Wish I could eat that. It smells so good. The last thing I got was something from Bras and Things. I went in for the skin bra that I told you guys about. Didn't find one that I liked or felt good. I don't really like normal bras. I don't like how they feel. Decided to skip that and get something else. Something a little sultry. As you guys know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and my rule for Valentine's Day is never buy the man a present unless it's actually for you. So I got myself a little lingerie set, which in theory is for Phil. It is for him, but it's actually for me. I get to pick it. I feel cute in it. I'm gonna wear it all the time, and he gets to benefit. Ladies, you are the gift on Valentine's Day. You do not need to buy them an actual gift, okay? You buy yourself something nice that you're gonna feel sexy in and put on a show because you feel good. That is the gift. That is the gift. It also means that I can put myself out there without actually having to verbally say, please have sex with me. Nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to say that. I'll give you a little preview. Phil, if you're watching this, fuck off. I love a little set. I am a slut for a little set. Love a little set because when I put on bra and undies, and then I just, you know what, there's just too much going on. Too many rolls, too many creases. I don't want to see it all. So I like something that is a little slutty but also has a little coverage. So like these little shorts, my ass will hang out of these. Slutty but sexy, do you know what I mean? But I'm not all out, which I love. And then it's like, it's not see-through, but it's kind of see-through. And yeah, it's in this beautiful chalky brown color. Obsessed. And then this as well, there'll be subtle nipple through this, but it's not like hello, do you know what I mean? Easy to take off, easy to put on. We'll probably leave it on. That's my little Valentine's Day gift for Phil. And that is my haul, and I made it through without my camera dying, so I'm gonna go charge her. Good morning. It's 9 o'clock. I like my man all incompetent. Something I've been obsessed with at the moment is Below Deck. I go through stages, and there's just so many seasons that you literally can like just watch it on repeat for hours at a time. I just love Fraser. I think he's so fun. And I feel like I've watched enough episodes now that I could literally go on and be like a second stew. Like I feel like I could do that, and I could do it well. The only thing that would get to me, I think, is the guests. Like if you get like really good, like respectable guests that are like nice, I could definitely be fine. But if they're like overbearing, get me this, do that, it just piss me off, and I just would throw them overboard. But generally, I think that I could do it. And sometimes I'm like, how do you do it? Like, do you just apply? Like, how does one get a job on Below Deck for fun? You know what I mean? I could do one season. Probably wouldn't get much airtime though, because I'm married and I can't be a little slutty on the nights off. So maybe I would just have to be a mega bitch just to get screen time. Big bitch. Look what's behind me. That is my box of hair goodies, which I'm so excited to open, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for next week's video so that I actually have something to talk about. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow as well, so I'll try and vlog that for you guys so that you can see it next week. I'm going blonde. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? It could be fun, guys. It could be fun. Could be fun. Could also kill all of my hair off, and I'm working too hard on that. So who knows? Who knows? But that is it for this week's video. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I am really loving this. I genuinely am loving it so much. It's so fun. And even just like the editing of it, I'll spend like a Thursday editing so that it's ready to go on a Friday, and it's just been a really great part of my routine. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't, because that's what they say. And I'll catch you guys next week with my new hair, whatever that looks like. So bye.